Good morning, friends. I welcome you to the fourth lecture of object-oriented programming using C++. I am your instructor Namit Kanduja from Gurukul Kangde Vishwavidyalaya, Haridwar. So let's begin. The topics we will be covering today is scope, storage duration, linkage, variable shadowing, static local variables, anonymous and inline namespaces. What is the scope? An identifier scope determines where an identifier can be accessed within a source program. Scope is a compile time property. Local variables have scope, which means they are in a scope from their point of definition to the end of the block in which they are defined. Global variables have file scope, which means they are visible from the point of declaration until the end of the file in which they are declared. All variables within a scope should be unique. That means all variables within a block or a class or a file should have a unique name. Storage duration and linkage. So what is storage duration? Basically it determines its lifetime. It means variables or identifiers lifetime. Local variables have automatic storage duration. Automatic storage means they are created at the point of definition and destroyed at the end of the block in which they are defined. Hence, they are also known as automatic variables. Global variables are static storage durations, have static storage durations, which means they are available throughout the program. They are also known as static variables. So, uh, let us see what is linkage. It describes how names can or cannot refer to the same entity throughout the whole program or one single translation unit. A translation unit refers to a implementation file and all header files it includes. It is different from the program you write. So let us see what is linkage again. Local variables have no linkages. That is, each declaration refers to a unique object. Whereas global variables with internal linkage are called as internal variables. Non-constant global variables have external linkage by default, and to change that by default behavior we can add up the static keyword to make a non-constant global variable as internal. Constant and constant expressions have internal linkage by default. Functions have external linkage but can be made internal by using static variables, static keyword. Let us see function with internal linkage. We have a program here. Let me use the pointer. Yes, we have a program here that is add.cpp, and we have, as we know, functions have external linkage and we have used the static keyword to make it internal. And we have another program main.cpp which uses the forward declaration of this function to work upon this. This program will compile but will not link, as this function add has been made to internal linkage. Let us see what is external linkage. External linkage can be seen and used both from the file in which it is defined and from the other code files, that is using forward declarations. So let us see function with forward declaration. We have the code void say. Here we have avoided static, so the by default behavior of the function is with external linkage. Here is some source which is printing high. Again we have forward declarated it in the main.cpp and just used it. If we apply static over here, it will convert it to internal linkage and hence the code will not compile. Global variables with external linkage. By default, global variables have internal linkage. So non-constant globals are external by default. Global constant can be defined as external, making them, we can use external keyword to make them external. Constant expressions can be also converted to external by using the extern keyword. Now let us see how to use global variables with external linkage. We already told you that we need forward declaration as in the case of functions. Here we have a non-constant global variable with external linkage and constant variable within extern keyword makes it as a external linkage. Here we have forward declared the external variable, that is this one, non-constant one, and here we have used the constant one. This way we can use the global variables with external linkage and use forward declaration to use it in other programs. Now let us see what is variable shadowing. When the variables have same name in the nested blocks. When two or more variables have same name, then the variable with the current local scope is given precedence over the other variable. In case of global variable having the same name as of local variable, the precedence will be given to local variable in its scope. However, we can use scope resolution operator to use the global version of the variable in the inside block. This is how we use the scope resolution operator in the front of the variable name to use global version of the variable. Let us see what is static local variables. Using the static keyword or on a local variable changes its duration from automatic to static duration. This means the variable is now created at the start of the program and destroyed at the end of the program, just like global variable. As a result, the static variable will retain its value even after it goes out of scope. Let us see a program. Here we have a function called increment and print. It initializes the value operator with 1, adds one value and prints it. Here we are calling this function 3 times. What should be the output? It should be 2, 2, 2 for all these 3 calls. And when we apply static in front of this s value, and now when we call this function, as soon as this function is called first time, this static value is initialized. It will add up, it will print 2 for this call, and as soon as it goes out of scope, it will not be destroyed like the local variable. It will retain its value and it will not be initialized again. Second time when this will be called, it will be 2 plus the value 1, it will print 3, and next time it will print 4. Let us see what is anonymous namespace. Unnamed namespace is namespace having no name and is treated as part of the parent namespace and have internal linkage. They are typically used when you have a lot of content that you want to ensure stays local to a file, as it's easier to cluster such content in an unnamed namespace than individually mark all declarations as static. Inline namespace. Here we have used let us say we have a version of program do something. It is a normal function having do something which is used in this main. Now if we want to change this code and still want to retain that the older version should keep this do something feature with it, we can add a new namespace called as inline namespace with the name v1 and add the function to it. Now if in main program we call v1 scope resolution operator do something, it will call this function v2 name resolution operator scope resolution operator do something, we'll call this one. Now this means that older version is still preserved. And if we write do something, see internal by writing it as inline namespace, it provides it to the parent namespace. This whole thing has been added to the parent namespace. So do something will now call this function. Okay. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to channel, post comments and suggestions. Thanks a lot.